we have Scott. I don't know Scott. I bet he's hilarious, and if he is here, he's gonna knock it home. There you go. Yeah.
Thank you. Let's hear it for Nate. Thank you for that kind introduction. I very much appreciate it. So this is my first time ever on stage. So please, please feel free to heckle as much as you like. It might make the time go by faster for us. That was the approach my ex-wife used on our wedding night, so I'm prepared for it. Man, I swear. So this is what it's like being on stage. I swear you can't see it. Oh, there's an audience out there. Okay. A little smaller, a little less good-looking than I thought, but, and again, back to my wedding night. Okay. So, as you probably guessed, I'm divorced. I was married for 13 years. And in just thinking about it, that's about the time it takes from a child to enter kindergarten to the time that they graduate from high school. And there is no punchline here, but you're welcome to laugh at my life now if you like. Thank you for that. You know, and I was thinking about it this morning, and I was actually in the shower thinking about it. I do my best thinking there. Does anybody else here think in the shower? Does anybody think in the shower while jerking off? Yeah, okay. I thought so. Okay. And really, you know, what I thought I wanted was just a normal life. And I wanted, you know, a house, a wife, kids, a career, a couple mistresses, maybe some securities fraud. And that's what I wanted. That was just normal stuff. But it didn't work out for me. So I got divorced. And, you know, I had to go through that process, I think, that everybody goes through when they get divorced. And you have to sort of relearn lessons. Like, for example, if you want to drink while you're running on the treadmill, beer is better than wine because it fits in the cup holder. And if you do have to drink wine, wear shoes while you're on the treadmill. And I'm not going to even explain that. And I think it's important, too, when you start dating again, you've got to start relearning what the signs are. And I walked up to a girl at a bar and said, "What's your sign?" And she said, "Stop." And I only wish that my ex-wife's sign would have been "Do not enter." Everything could have been different. But also, you know, I learned that you know, timing is everything when you're dating. Like, for example, the time to ask if you're on the pill is before you have sex, not after. And that joke actually goes out to my friend in the last row who doesn't have the balls to get up here on stage himself. So let's see. By the way, I've never done this before, so I don't even know how timing works. Am I doing okay with time? Like,
yeah, I'll show you the phone at 1 minute and wave it when you need to stop.
Okay, well, we'll keep going then. I think, you know, you probably see I've got a hat on. I've got the hat on for two reasons. The main one is to cover my male pattern baldness. It's, you know, I think there's got to be a better name for male pattern baldness out there. Like, you know, impotence became erectile dysfunction, and that became ED. And that just blows my mind when I think about driver's ed now. I don't even know what to think about that. And I think there's got to be a better way to call male pattern baldness than male pattern baldness, but I haven't thought of it yet. Is it like happy head? Because who wouldn't want happy head? So I've got two sons. I've got two sons, and one of them's 9 years old. He's got a big mop of blonde hair, and he was getting on my case a little bit about my male pattern baldness. And at one point I got tired of it, and I said, "Look into your future." And without missing a beat, he pointed his head and said, "Look into your past." So I love kids. And of course, you know, the other reason that I'm wearing the hat is, as you heard earlier, we had a Penn Stater up here before, and I went to Penn State, but I've got to assure you I was not one of Jerry's kids. A friend of mine said that I shouldn't mention that because it mixes like retarded kids with pedophiles, and it's probably not a good combination. And while I was at Penn State, it was a big deal then, but we did I did participate in second mile charity events. My two favorite events are the ones where we stood and we had to line up a row of dimes for 2 miles across a road, and the other was the Friday night tickle fights. So So it was pretty good. It was pretty good. But, you know, as a Penn Stater, the one thing I really want for Christmas is I want Jerry Sandusky to stop giving interviews. Just please stop giving interviews. I mean, he was saying the other day that he was in the shower with a 10-year-old boy, and they were just horsing around. And even the horses were going, nay, nay. Nobody wanted to have anything to do with that. Well, I've probably got a ton of other just amazingly insightful and funny things to say, but I think I'm going to leave it right there. My name is Scott Laemmle. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you, Scott. Good first step, man. All right.